Hey guys, it's Baseplay 12 or Mitch as you guys know me. Today's video, I'm bringing it to you on the word of reflection. And we take the word reflection and the first thing that might pop into your mind is a mirror. And you know how every day we look in the mirror and we look in the mirror to get information or feedback. Like, how does my hair look? How does my makeup look, for you women? And so the mirror we depend on to give us feedback on how things look on our end. And so today what I want to do is just give you some kind of concepts to think about when you're looking for a reflection, and not necessarily a reflection, about how you look appearance-wise, but how you are with your personality, with your actions. So, let me go ahead and start with, when we are around friends or family, we get certain feedback from them. And like a regular mirror, we want to know, like, hey, how's my hair look? Because if it's not looking good, I want to fix it. And so when we get feedback from our family or friends, like, hey, Mitch, what you said was not really cool. And, hopefully we have friends that can tell us things and be honest and not necessarily be afraid of what we might say. So they might say, the way you reacted wasn't very cool. Hey, the way you're driving is a little bit reckless. And what we have to do is be able to embrace that reflection. Because, if we look in the regular mirror and we go, wow, our hair is really messed up, and we don't do anything about it, then we continue on going through our life and, our hair is not presentable. And what we want to do is be careful when we get reflections from other people. A lot of times we get defensive and we put up walls like, wait a second, how can you say that about me? And what we have to be careful of is not to dismiss that reflection, but to really consider that and go, is what I'm hearing, the truth? And instead of dismissing it, take it to heart and go, what? Am I driving? Is it really reckless? Am I making people who are with me in a car, am I making them feel unsafe? Because, they're giving us the reflection and we have to welcome it and say, maybe I need to reconsider this. Because if we don't, then we're disrespecting people, we're disregarding them, and we're not staying true to ourselves. And if there's something we need to fix, we're leaving that thing unfixed. So today's video, I'm just throwing that out. When you get reflections from other people, instead of putting up walls of defense with, before you dismiss it and go, that just can't be true. I'm perfect. Everything's good. Wait a second. What are you talking about? To take a step back and say, you know what? Let me consider what they're saying and let me see if that's really true. Let me step back and think about this, investigate it, saying, what do you mean? How do you feel when I'm driving with you? So let me just give you a quick story. I drive with my wife all the time, and that sometimes can be a very stressful thing because I'm driving and my wife will say, slow down, you're going too fast. Whoa, you almost hit that thing, or you're getting too close to the edge. And all of a sudden, I start putting up defense mechanisms like, wait a second, why are you telling me this? And I think my driving's pretty good. And I had to take a step back and go, I think I'm driving okay, but does my wife, do my kids feel the same way? And if they're giving me a reflection that, hey, maybe your driving is not as perfect as you think it is, I need to embrace that and go, ooh, okay, maybe I feel like the speed that I'm driving at is fine, but my wife or my kids feel it's unsafe. And I can't just disregard that and go, you know what, I'm just going to drive the way I feel like it. I have to say, you know what, maybe I am needing to fix that. I will fix that because I want my family to feel safe when they're in the car with me. I don't want them to just be, white knuckling, like, oh my gosh, here we go. I hope we're going to arrive safely. And so that can go for so many other things. And again, I'm hoping that you guys have people in your life that are not afraid to give you that reflection like, hey, you know what you said, maybe you could have said it a little nicer because the way it came out, your tone wasn't so nice. And I understand when you hear something like that, you automatically start to go, wait a second here. But again, all we can see is what we see. We don't see what other people see. So it's just like a mirror. We have to understand that what I see is just one-sided, and what other people see, I want that to reflect good instead of, I don't want people to think, well, they have this flaw and this flaw, and I know what it is about flaws and how people should see their flaws first, but I want to know what flaws do I have? What do I need to fix? Because like your hair, you don't want to go out if your hair is messed up. I mean, that's why you look in the mirror in the first place, right? And then lastly, you also have to be careful of what reflections you get from different other sources. And what I mean by that is you have to just be careful who you're getting these reflections from. You've all been to the circus or the carnival before, where you get those curved mirrors where it makes you look fat or it makes you look incredibly skinny. And so what we have to do is be careful who we're getting a reflection from. You don't want to get reflections like, hey, you're perfect, don't change a thing. We have to be careful to take that with a grain of salt and say, am I really perfect? And obviously we all have things that we can improve on. So be careful not to let people tell you that you're too perfect, or have people tell you have a million things to fix. Because like that, carnival mirror where it can make you look skinny or fat, you could also be getting reflections from people thinking that you're either perfect or you have a million things to fix. And that's not a true reflection either, where you might have to go, let me look in the real mirror. Let me ask my really good friends, family, parents, where they love me so much, they're going to tell me the truth rather than, you're so perfect just because I want to be good friends with you, or I'm just overly, telling you what you want to hear. You always have to just be careful who you hear that from. So just a cool, I hope, good advice for you guys today. In fact, if you check out the end of this link, I have some cool mirror tricks that you might find, entertaining and cool to try out, okay? All right, guys, thank you for always watching. I appreciate you guys every week that you guys tune in and watch. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you guys haven't subscribed or liked, please do, okay? All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow for tomorrow's base cover.